good. That's lovely.
Thanks.
Hopefully some of you guys have already seen the lesson that I did on this song. And being
Thank
that we
you, by
had...
the way. That was an honor.
Oh, no problem, man. It was my pleasure to do the tune. I thought it'd be interesting to see you play it for real and what the real chords were, because mine were guesses. And I think I mostly got there.
You 100% got them. I just tend to do a little variation, honestly, because I just get bored playing the same thing. So I just put a different spin on it.
Yeah.
But I usually switch between two voicings in that song for the one. The song's funny because you think it's in one key, but then it kind of feels like it's in the other key. Like it feels like it's in A, but then it feels like it's in D sometimes. So for this chord, for those chords, I do two variations, and you actually wrote both variations.
Yeah, I got them.
At some point.
Yeah, okay. There was another bit in just at the end of the verse there where you were using a different chord shape that looked like something like that.
Oh, at the bridge. I just did instead of the...
Yeah.
I went... So instead, the fifth, I actually just played it. I don't know why. It was like a double fifth, and it took away the minor third.
That was just a spur of the moment variation.
Yeah, it was just a spur of the moment, yeah.
Okay. But you were doing some really nice things adding the melody elements as well. Is that when you wrote the song? Was it something that was it on the guitar? Do you remember? Was it a...
Yeah, I actually do remember. It started with that's all I had. I think that's all I had.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then when I was putting, so I was like, I like that. It's like, okay, that sounds like it should go over the 4 chord. But then I went, who am I again? Oh yeah, I love a 4 minor. So I went, and you're singing, the melody is like the 6 to the 5.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of what I was hearing.
So, but it started with the guitar riff.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
It actually started, I didn't even know or think that I would have a song out of it. It just started as a little noodly thing. That's how it all starts, though.
Can you grab your slide out and show me what you play on the live version that I've seen of you with the band playing the chair? I'm going to call it the chairs session because I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
There's another guitar player who's looks like he's playing in regular tuning.
He is, yeah.
Just playing some chords.
He's playing in standard tuning.
But when it comes to the bridge part, you go on to play some of the like a little slide.
Yeah, so the solo, there's the bridge, and then there's a little solo, but it's more of an instrumental because it's a written part.
Yeah, it's not like a...
But there are 2 guitar parts. So the first one, the slide part, there's actually 3 tracks on the record. It's complicated on the record, but live, I'll go... Now the end of that might be a variation. I might go...
It sounded harmonized for me when I was trying to transcribe it. I was sure
it is
that
harmonized.
There was all right,
because you're hearing... Go on. And then one's going... Sorry, I actually forget. Oh, one's going... Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit of overkill maybe, but it's very quiet in the mix. But that's the one that really sticks up. Yeah. So across from that, the other part is going... And then there's actually a harmony. So you're actually getting a harmony on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what's going on.
What's your approach to layering when you're recording like that? Do you just record one part with the band and then start sticking stuff down?
I'll do a track while we're doing beds. Like I'll play along, so they have something to play to. And ideas come out of that. But when we're actually doing guitars properly and tracking them, you might try a bunch of stuff, and then when you find out what works, you just kind of know. Mm-hmm. And it's usually a lot less than what you were doing originally. So you strip back a lot, and less is more. Always works.
Using different guitars, different tunings, consciously, unconsciously, just trying out.
Consciously, for sure.
Okay.
Because it's just different flavors, different voicing. I love, turning everything down and recording your guitars at a lower gain level is pretty mad. It makes everything sound so much bigger, I find, rather than thinking you need to step on a bunch of dirt, because it just becomes a lot cluttered. So stuff like that, in terms of the tone, make a big difference. In terms of the parts, I love doubling stuff, but you can get really carried away to a point where you don't need to double stuff that much or triple stuff. It's just, as my friend Murray calls it, they're oral treats. Mm-hmm. And you got to find them and use them. Yeah.
Is it you on the record doing all the guitars, or is it someone else doing guitars?
Yeah, I'm playing it all.
Or you're doing all the parts? Mm-hmm. Cool. Is there an acoustic guitar on that track as well?
There is, yeah.
Standard tuning?
I think,
because I was like, remember. I can hear an acoustic guitar in here, and my gut feeling was that I thought I could hear, like, in the bridge there was a bit that sounded to me like a D chord, like a regular grip like this.
You know what? It's in open D as well, because I double the verses are all doubled
with an acoustic.
Yeah, and then the choruses are more of that. That jangly thing. Yeah, it was open D. I may have doubled it in standard tuning, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, no, it's just curious.
If I pull out the stems, I can let you know.
I think that as a guitar player, I find unearthing some of the layers a really interesting thing, like how they came about. Sometimes the parts are like totally not what you'd think they were.
I live for that stuff. I love that stuff.
You just did it then when you were doing that little lick. Yeah. You just held it. You held one and kept seeing the melody, and that's like. That stuff's really hard to unearth when you transcribe and stuff. I find it really hard to kind of separate the parts clearly to figure out what they are. So it's kind of nice.
Well, it's funny. A lot of people mix records a certain way. Some people mix them so that you can hear every single part. Like, there's no question that there's that. I kind of like the more in your face, as if it's like a live show. You can still distinguish every part, but at some parts, it's all kind of part of the big mess, like it would be at a show.
Yeah.
I don't like it too crystal clear. There's no right or wrong. It's all personal preference with that kind of stuff.
Cool.
And
harmonically, you're thinking just because I transcribed, I'm just kind of interested how you see it. You're thinking of the bridge as being this. Is it in this tuning? It's a F and G. Is it F to G, F to G for the chorus?
The bridge.
No, the chorus.
Oh, the chorus.
Yeah. It's got the third in the bass, the first chord. What chord's that? That's a.
That's a G.
G. So G to A, G to A. Yeah. So you're thinking it's G to A.
Like I said, this song is weird because it starts. So it kind of feels like 1, 6, 2 minor. But then once the chorus starts, like, is that the one? So it's like this one song where everyone that plays it, and me myself, I'm still always stumped by it. So I think of it kind of as flat 7 to 1. So I kind of think of it as in D.
Yeah. That's where your center is.
That's kind of where my center is. Although it feels more like that should be a 4. And then 2 minor, like at the end of the chorus, that feels like it's 1.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally for me.
It is weird. It's almost like the song is playing in 4th position, and this is a 6. I know it sounds crazy. And that's.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're going to get out of a rabbit hole there. It doesn't matter. I was just curious where you felt the harmony was coming from.
Yeah. Any other time, it's very clear and easy. For this song, it remains a funny, interesting mystery, because the verses feel like it's in one key, the choruses feel like it's another key.
Yeah.
But it works. It all
Yeah.
feels like one key at the end of the day, hopefully.
Well, look, thanks for sharing your thoughts on the song. Hopefully you
My
guys out
pleasure.
there that learned my version can fix it up a little bit and add in some of those extra melody ideas.
Check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't, you need to have a look. And check out the live version with the band, because it sounds like it could be the record. It's an amazing band. Your band deserves big kudos for it. It's mega. Anyway, hope you enjoyed all of that. We'll see you for more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.